Yeah, I think there's a queue. There's myself and Carbayel, but he's probably next in line after us, you know. He looked good tonight, very explosive. And
this is a young kid, 20 years old, with devastating knockout power, bro. This have Mike Tyson type of energy all over it.
He's about 1 punch away from getting hurt. So big respect to Itauma. I mean, he knew that he can get him out, and he got him out straight away. I mean, I think no one expected it to finish that quick.
Speed kills, as you know.
Speed kills.
Boxing legends are in awe after Moses Itauma's explosive first-round knockout of Dillian Whyte. Antonio Tarver praised a 20-year-old phenom, calling it incredible and noting that his style carries shades of a young Mike Tyson. Tarver emphasized Itauma's devastating power and surprising maturity for his age. Many now believe this victory has officially signaled Itauma's arrival as a true rising star in the heavyweight division, proving he has both the talent and the presence to shape the future of the sport.
Yeah, he's going to give these tough guys, he's going to give these veterans a hell of a time, bro. He's poised, he's patient, and he got that knockout power. He know how to set it up. It's going to be a nightmare to get rid of this guy, man.
There's been so much talk of Moses Itauma. His talent, we've said how talented he really is. Now he's doing on the big stage, the main event. That's another level now, isn't it?
Well, we know Dillian Whyte came in here, being knocked out a couple times, wanted to see could he land a punch on this young kid, but he didn't have a chance tonight. He got mowed over, and this is a big win for a young guy. But he got to continue to fight credible opponents, and he got to get tested. He got to fight a young fighter like himself and beat a credible opponent like that, not these old, washed-up fighters that he can only just look good against. He got to get tested, too, to see if he's the real deal.
Now talk to me about Dillian. Obviously we can see the work that you put in. Such a brilliant servant to the sport, isn't it?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
For Dillian, we can see the work that you put in this camp. Such a brilliant servant to the sport. If this is the end, how good has Dillian Whyte been?
You know what? Dillian Whyte has been a staple in the heavyweight division. I think it's time for him to hang it up. He can only get hurt a lot worse than he did tonight. You know, fortunately, you know, he didn't get seriously injured, KO'd and knocked out unconscious. You know, he'll be able to take this loss and I think enjoy the rest of his retirement.
Definitely. Just before I let you go, Moses Itauma, is it time to see him in there with Alexander Usyk, or do you still think that might be too soon?
It's too soon for Usyk, bro. He got to earn his title shot. He got to be a real contender. He beat a washed-up has-been.
Ben Davidson reacted to the stunning knockout with a mix of respect and admiration. He stressed the significance of seeing a British great like Dillian Whyte return to the ring, regardless of the result. Davidson's words carried genuine appreciation for Whyte's accomplishments, while also recognizing the weight of Moses Itauma's triumph. To him, the fight wasn't just about a quick finish. It was a symbolic passing of the torch, marking the rise of a new generation.
For the opportunity, British boxing legend. So yeah, really pleased.
We spoke about this before in the week, and let's not kind of cut over the fact that Dillian Whyte has been in with everyone.
100%.
And this was a gamble from your side, from the stepping class between, say, a Dempsey McKean to someone like a Dillian Whyte, and that was a gamble. You took the gamble and it's paid off, but you shouldn't start saying, oh, Whyte was whatever now, because we didn't know what was going to happen tonight.
No, I think it's extremely disrespectful to have that approach. Like I say, nothing but respect with Dillian. Really appreciate him giving us the opportunity, and yeah, I think Moses deserves all the credit that he should be getting.
Did you expect it to come that early?
No, I didn't. Being honest, I know that he's always capable. He's a very difficult heavyweight to be in there with. Very difficult to defend against. He hits hard enough where he's hitting you with shots that you don't see, and hits hard enough to put you away with those. So I know that he can come at any moment, but yeah, he saw the opportunity, picked up on something that he'd worked on. Big shout out to Lee Wiley as well. Puts a lot of time in, a lot of effort in, and fantastic in putting together a scouting report and picking up on Dillian's tendencies for us to go away and put together some drills and rep that with Moses, and yeah, it all paid off.
Tyson Fury shared his thoughts on Moses Itauma's stunning victory over Dillian Whyte, and even the heavyweight champion couldn't help but praise the young fighter. There he is, the future of boxing. Been saying it for years. Fury said, giving Itaum's performance a stamp of approval from the very top of the sport. His recognition added major credibility, showing that the win wasn't just shocking, but deeply respected at the highest level. Veteran promoter Frank Warren echoed that sentiment, calling the fight an incredible and brutal display. He highlighted how Itaum's speed and decisiveness delivered a powerful message to the boxing world.
They don't, and there weren't any overtime. It was an unbelievable, ruthless, short performance. Caught him with good shots and done an absolute job.
Did you expect that?
No. I fancied him to win. I thought he'd stop him, but I didn't think it would be like that.
Frank Hrgović next?
Don't know yet. We'll see what happens. No rush today. We've got a load of options, and we'll consider what we're going to do.
How do you match this guy now?
We'll match him.
But, no one's giving him...
Frank Warren tweeted, Moses Itauma is the real deal. We all just witnessed something special. His words captured the magnitude of Itauma's victory and the lasting impression it left on the boxing world. Praise from such a seasoned promoter underscored that this wasn't just another win. It was a defining moment.
Was clearly done, and we'll get to whether or not Dillian Whyte is done. So there are going to be some that say, look, okay, what's Dillian Whyte done in the last couple of years? And these things are true, and I spoke about those things as well. But I don't want to change what the narrative was or what the narrative has been in the last couple of days. With everyone seeing the way Dillian Whyte looked and the way Dillian Whyte was speaking, I think a lot of people are like, well, 1 second, something might happen here. Let's remember that, because something did happen. Moses Itauma was just a steam train. Honestly, this guy, for 20 years of age, 20. Remember, all these heavyweights that you're seeing right now that are in their peak, are in their mid to late 30s, and most of them became world level operators in their mid to late 20s. He's doing it as a baby. This guy is 20 years and 7 months. And, I've been around Andy Lee for the last couple of days, and it's been so good being around Andy, because Andy has told me stories of watching Moses spar Joseph Parker.
Dave Caldwell summed up the moment with one word, devastating, perfectly capturing the emphatic nature of the knockout. He praised Itauma as a fighter who always gives everything in the ring, thrilling fans with his speed and intensity. To Caldwell, this performance proved that Itauma isn't defined by power alone, but by his ability to deliver memorable entertainment.
Devastating, stunning, spectacular. You can throw all the words you want at it. It was brutal, and this is what I feared going in. I'm a bit, when fighters give their all to the career, and you watch them throughout the years having wars and giving everything, like Dillian Whyte against Chisora. You saw the action with the AJ fight. You look at him throughout all his career. He always goes out there, gives everything, has a tear up, is exciting. He's a big character, big personality. And then when they get to a stage of the career where you feel as though it's that fight where it's kind of like it's way too much for him, and it's going to be, quite a nasty ending for him, a nasty ending to a career. I was worried for Dillian going into that this would be that fight, and it was. I mean, that you don't get it can't be any worse than that to punctuate a career, to end a career.
After the fight, Itauma spoke with humility, reflecting on his journey in the sport. He shared that he'd been boxing since the age of 9, always driven by a desire to master his craft rather than pursue fame. His words revealed a true passion for boxing, rooted in the goal of being remembered as a great fighter, not a celebrity. This mindset struck a chord with fans who value authenticity in athletes. Itauma's focus on legacy and love for sport over commercial success showcased maturity far beyond his years, setting him apart from many of his peers in the game.
He was a bigger step up than Moses Itauma had ever faced in his career. Remind you guys, the kid only has now 13 fights. And this was supposed to be somewhat of a test for Moses Itauma. This is supposed to tell us where he was in the pantheon of heavyweight and what you can do with him next. If he is going to struggle with guys like Dillian Whyte, you can't fast-track him to a world title. If he goes out and does what he did, which is absolutely beat the brakes off Dillian Whyte, demolish him, and make it look like they should have never been in the ring together, then you have to fast track him to a world title. You have to have him fighting the best in the world. Whether it's Parker or Cabiel, whoever's not fighting Usyk next, whether it's a returning Anthony Joshua, we'll talk about that in a second. Whether it's a Tyson Fury, no one's probably going to want to take that risk right now because of their legacies, because of what's set in stone. So you're probably going to have to give him some younger, hungry heavyweights, like I said, a Parker or a Cabiel. But I'm telling you right now, it is not a matter of if, but when that kid gets to a world title, because dog, he's out here making this look easy. He is playing heavyweight boxing on easy mode right now. And it's not because he's boosting the sliders. It's because the competition just is not there for him. They tried to give him a step up with Dillian Whyte, and he made it look like a walk in the park. Let's talk about the fight. They both walked out. By the way, Styles P on the walkout for Moses Itauma, him as the voiceover saying, the future isn't coming, the future is here, the future is now. That's some big fucking balls. I'm talking 2 grapefruits hanging in your shorts to walk out to your own voiceover.
Ron Goodall tweeted, asterisk, Moses Itauma set everything up with his feints, did what he was supposed to do with all the hype around him, and captured his best win on paper. Asterisk, his words highlighted Itauma's technical sharpness and composure under pressure. The clever use of feints showed a maturity well beyond his years, and delivering such a performance on a big stage silenced many of the doubts surrounding him. This victory now stands as the most significant milestone of his career so far, a true turning point.
Something like that. I've never been a person to focus on that. My goal was never to be a superstar or to sell out Wembley, or that's never been on my agenda. Me personally, I've been boxing since I was 9 years old. It's just something that I do. If I don't box, I feel out of place. I don't feel comfortable in myself. So I'm chasing that thing that I've always had as a little kid, and that's just to be a fighter, and everything else kind of falls into place, doesn't it?
With seconds out, question for Moses. You referenced in the pre-fight build-up that you felt that Whyte was as per the rules.
Buddy McGirt, Dillian Whyte's coach, offered a candid assessment of the fight. He admitted that Whyte was caught flush by one of Itauma's punches and simply couldn't recover quickly enough. McGirt also defended the referee's decision to stop the contest, insisting it was the right move to protect his fighter's safety. Most notably, he acknowledged that Itauma possesses the qualities of a future world champion, a powerful statement coming from such an experienced trainer. His recognition highlighted just how remarkable Itauma's performance was against a veteran of Whyte's caliber.
We've got something here. Maybe we can, maybe he can go a couple of rounds. Not saying he's going to win, but maybe he can go a couple of rounds and, pull something out. Maybe just be competitive. We've questions of Itauma that we need asked. Maybe Dillian Whyte is the guy to ask them, all right? And that's what we're thinking, maybe, right? So, you get the fight week, and Dillian Whyte is very much in a, it's the Itauma show, and being very respectful to Itauma. Now, some people were saying maybe that's Dillian Whyte trying to play mind games with Itauma, lull him into a false sense of security. Others were saying maybe it's him checked out. Again, I was kind of like, nah, it's probably him just playing the mind games. He'll probably get taken out, but Itauma will go rounds. Dillian Whyte weighs in, career lightest, not career lightest, but lightest he's been in a decade. And I spoke to a few people in Saudi who were there today and said that they think the scales were a little bit off and that he actually could have been lighter, right? Believe it or not.
Speaking in the ring after the fight, Ben Davidson expressed pride in the way Itauma rose to the occasion. He stressed that the victory wasn't solely about raw power, but also about preparation, focus, and mental toughness. From Davidson's perspective as a trainer,
your immediate reaction to the fight, what do you think went wrong tonight?
He got caught and couldn't recover, basically. You know what I mean? If that's all you can say, you can't say nothing else. Got hit with a good shot, didn't recover, and the referee did what he felt was right.
A lot of people will obviously say, was it the inactivity? Is he still in his prime days? All that kind of stuff. Sometimes take the credit away from Moses. What do you think?
You know what? Right now, my mind is like blank, to be honest. You know what I mean? So, my mind is blank, to be honest, right now. I mean, I don't want to say anything out of character, so not in a bad way, but like your mind is going 1,000 times right now. So, I'm just gonna hang out with him the rest of the night and enjoy the rest of the stay here in Saudi Arabia.
Just a last word on Moses Itauma. How good is he from what you just saw ringside close up?
Listen, I know the kid is good. I know he can fight.
The performance reflected the hard work and discipline poured into Itauma's camp. He viewed the result as validation of Itauma's rapid rise and clear proof that he belongs on the sport's biggest stage. Davidson's comments also hinted that the team sees this win as just the beginning, a stepping stone toward future championship opportunities.
Yeah, you'd have worked sort of tirelessly over the last few weeks over the game plan. Was you surprised with how early it went with that?
No, we knew there was an opportunity of that. Like I said there, Lee Wiley lost his mum through that camp, so really appreciative of the work that he always does. Put together a scouting report, picked up on Dillian's tendencies to a T. We repped it, drilled it, and Moses went out there and executed it. So, fantastic job. And as we keep saying, he's a very, very difficult fighter to get through the rounds with, and without taking punishment. He's hitting you with shots that you don't see coming. He hits plenty hard enough to hurt you with those shots. So, yeah, like I say, knew it was a possibility.
Arab Newsport tweeted, Moses Itauma cemented his status as a heavyweight title contender with a first-round knockout of Dillian Whyte on Saturday at the AMB Arena in Riyadh. The post reflected the global impact of Itauma's victory. His swift finish against a seasoned opponent, like Whyte, wasn't just another win. It was a powerful statement that he belongs among the elite. The knockout marked his official arrival as a genuine force in the heavyweight division. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates. Until next time,